Receive this question in the comments. Can you show us a 1x SCE company for sale? Much appreciated. Today's boring business is a moving company, cash flowing $300,000 a year. The seller's asking 1.1 times cash flow for the business. To my right here are the numbers listed by the seller. The seller's asking $350,000, and the company does $635,000 a year in gross revenue or sales. At the bottom here, they note assets that are included in the deal: $90,000 of equipment and $5,000 of inventory. At $350,000, they're asking 1.1 times cash flow. If you adjust and back out $125,000 for the new operator, it's 1.8 times cash flow. On a margin basis, they're operating at 50% margins. What does the company do? This is a profitable moving company based in the New Jersey, New York area. They offer both residential and commercial moving services. And for team size, they have 4 full-time employees and 10 part-time workers. For location, this one's based in New Jersey. At 1.1 times, this is listed below comps for moving and shipping companies at 2.5 times. Additionally, consider there's $95,000 of equipment and inventory included, lowering your effective multiple. So this one's priced pretty well. As for a potential SBA deal, it might look something like this. For this listing, they requested no SBA financing or SBA bidders. They're offering $200,000 of seller note financing. The downside here is you have to come up with more of the equity up front, but on a debt service ratio, you'd be in much better shape. Cash available to the new owner could be $280,000 a year, pending any changes in due diligence negotiations. Given there's no SBA, here's a look at the deal after you take on the debt note. Before, we had cash flow of $26,000 a month, and after expenses is $12,000 a month. This is an illustrative example to show you how additional costs can lower your margin. Here's a look at your overall debt payment for the year and for the month. Here's your margin for error as listed, after $125,000 salary, and after $125,000 salary, and 3% of revenue for spending and CapEx. Moving on to notable highlights. After 14 years in business, the owner's looking to retire. This looks like an independent operator in the moving space, working on a lean operation with a small team. And finally, for assets, you're including $95,000 for equipment and inventory, as we talked about at the jump. Let's move on to some notable concerns. Big one here is no SBA loans wanted, but they are offering seller financing of $200K to try and make things work. This is a big one for moving, low barriers to entry. It's really easy to get into moving, and new competition pops up all the time. You can easily enter the market. And finally, labor dependence and heavy reliance on operations. They run a lean team, but if they're good, really do your best to try and keep them on board during the transition. That's today's review. On IG, comment 213 and you get an auto DM. For any other social platforms, click link in bio, then free resources and free database. Reminder, if you ever want to look at one of our reviews, go to link in bio and then free resources and free database below. We found today's deal with the help of our sponsor at SMB Agent Pro. Head over to SMB Agent Pro. They have a beta running now, and they'll give you daily inbox listings to your email inbox.